Hi, in this lesson you will learn how to have an excellent hand selection in PLO. Let's jump right into it. Hand selection in Omaha is much more complex than in Hold'em because while in Hold'em you've got 2 cards and just 1300 combinations, in Omaha you can have over 270,000 starting hand combinations. Whilst in Hold'em you won't connect with the board that often, in Omaha you will almost always connect somehow, and therefore you want to make sure the situations you'll encounter will be favorable for you. For example, you don't want to be getting the money in with a small straight when your opponent already has a bigger straight and a redraw to an even better one. If you make sure your starting hands are strong and picked carefully, your post-flop situations will be much easier and you will be the one holding the nut straight with a redraw to a better straight and a backdoor flush draw versus a sucker who will put his money in with a non-nut straight. In short, proper hand selection in Omaha is at the very least 80% of your results, so this is the most important skill you need to develop in order to be a winning player. So how to select which hands are worth playing? Let's look at different hand groups and their potential. Rundowns. Rundowns are 4 connected cards without a gap. So for example, Ace, King, Queen, Jack through 9, 8, 7, 6. These are super strong hands, especially if they are suited or double suited, because of their potential to hit nut straights with redraws. Lower rundowns from 8, 7, 6, 5 to 6, 5, 4, 3 are also playable, but are quite dangerous because they often hit non-nut straights. Say you hold 9, 8, 7, 6 and the board comes 3, 4, 5. You now have the nut straight, and if you get it in versus someone holding 6, 7, 8 X, you are free rolling, and if a 7 or 8 falls, you scoop the whole pot. If you get it in with someone holding the non-nut straight, with for example Ace, Deuce, 3, 4, they've only got 4 outs now to hit a full house and win. What's important here is being aware of how many outs you have to the nuts, and that you should always be drawing to the nuts, not second or third nuts. Say you hold a 9, 8, 7, 6 and the board is 10, 9 X. You have a 13 out straight draw, but only 3 outs to the nuts, and an opponent holding King, Queen, Jack, 10 not only already has you beat, but he's also got a 13 out straight draw with all 13 of his outs being to the nuts. The next hand group is wraps, and wraps are 4 connected cards with 1 gap at the bottom or in the middle, or 2 gap at the bottom or in the middle. So Ace, King, Queen, 10 through 6, 5, 4 deuce. These are quite strong hands with great potential for nut straights with redraws. Of course, if they are suited or double suited, they are even stronger. Then we have Ace, King, Jack, 10 through 6, 5, 3 deuce. These are still pretty strong hands with great potential. Then we have Ace, King, Queen, 9 through 7, 6, 5 deuce, and these are still strong hands with good potential. And then we have Ace, King, 10, 9 through 7, 6, 3 deuce, still strong hands. They can hit 20 out straight draws, but those draws can easily be dominated. The next hand group is suited aces, and these are suited aces with either 3 straight cards or a pair. So for example, Ace, Jack, 10, 9 through Ace, 6, 5, 4. These are the best hands from this category. They can hit the board quite heavily. For example, top 2 pair with the nut flush draw, 2 pair with an open-ended straight draw and a flush draw, or a 13 card straight draw with a flush draw. Slightly worse are suited aces with a 3 card rundown with a gap, like ace queen jack 9 through ace 6 5 3. These hands are quite strong, however they'll hit the 13 card nut straight draw only half of the time, and the other half of the time the draw will be to a non-nut straight. For example, if you hold ace 7 6 4 and the board comes 5 3 x, you're drawing to the nuts, but if the board comes 8 5 x, you've got a 13 card straight draw with non-nut outs. A bit weaker are suited aces with a rundown that's got a 2 card gap, like ace queen 8 9 through ace 7 4 tray, but these are still perfectly playable hands with nice potential. And then we have aces with an offsuit pair, which are hands that have an excellent potential as they can hit a set with a nut flush draw. Of course, the bigger the pair, the better. Next we have pair plus hands. Generally, the smaller the pair, the more important it is for you to have a multi-way potential in terms of straights and flushes, so don't get all excited when you get dealt queen queen deuce 5, because this hand is junk and is only one way. On the other hand, ace king queen queen or king queen queen jack are both nice premium hands because you can hit massive flops with them. Imagine having 8 7 6 6 and hitting a 6 5 4 flop. You have a nut straight with a straight flush and full house redraws. Double paired hands are also playable, however they hit one-way hands, so a set with no straight or a non-nut flush draw. These hands include king king queen queen through 8 8 7 7. Next up we have aces, and these are ace ace xx hands, and this is a hand you pretty much always want to see the flop with because it can hit top set and is a huge favorite against other paired hands. In Omaha, rarely any hand can have as big of an edge over the other as ace ace xx over king king xx. Having said that, if you have a hand like ace ace jack 10 double suited and there's nice action before you and you can put half your stack in pre-flop, you are happy to do it anytime. Of course, ideally, you would want your aces to be suited or double suited and the two other cards to be somewhat connected as well, but if they're not, you still want to see the flop. So let's sum it up. In PLO, your pre-flop hand selection is the most important skill you need to develop, and of course the only way to develop it is through practice. However, it's worth to think about it in the following way. You want your 4 cards to all work well together and be able to hit super strongly as many flops as possible. A hand like ace ace queen jack double suited can hit top set, nut straight, 2 nut flushes, overpair with nut straight draw, 2 pair with an overpair, 2 nut flush draws or 2 backdoor flush draws, or combinations of these on many boards. Whilst a hand like ace ace 7 8 can hit significantly lower nuttish hands on a significantly lower number of boards. Basically, you want to be playing hands that can hit the nuts in many different combinations on as many different boards as possible. In PLO, there's so many different possibilities that you don't want to be playing hands that don't have all that going for them, because you'll often be dominated, and when all the money gets in, you'll realize your opponent is free rolling to hit a bigger straight or flush or full house, and your best chance is to split the pot or you are already drawing dead. Do you want to learn how to play PLO? Are you a beginner player who's never played Omaha before? Do you want to learn how to crush casual players easily? If so, this course is perfect for you. It's a crash course on Pot Limit Omaha dedicated for beginner players. You will learn all the fundamentals of PLO. You will learn what hands to play, when to play them, and how to play them. You will learn the basic strategies that allow you to be a winning player at your home games or microstakes online. If you want to learn PLO quickly and easily, get this course now at gokupoker.com.